All right, I got something great for you today. Been waiting for these for 2 years. Unobtainable motors. So approximately 2 years ago, Richard Rawlings and I from Gas Monkey Garage started a program that we called the Hell Crates, which were Hellcat engines. We were one of the largest purchasers in the world of Hellcat motors. And a big reason was that is when they put the first Hellcat engine in, that was a standalone motor in the Shark Cat. That's kind of what started the revolution of putting the Hellcat motors in resto mods, because they figured out how to make that run standalone, which was not what Mopar thought was going to happen with those motors. But that's what ended up happening because they were a killer motor. So in 2018 at SEMA, if you were there, one of the biggest stirs there was the HELLEPHANT. That was 2 years ago. Come here. Bam, a HELLEPHANT. And not only do we have one, we have two. We were lucky enough to get to the top of the list because we bought so many Hellcat motors, and Richard and I are both Mopar nuts, so is Kelsey, and obviously Jeep nuts. So what do we have here? This is not a Hellcat motor. This is a totally different motor. The whole long block assembly of this has been redesigned by the Mopar engineers and a company at TEI. This is 1,000 horsepower in a crate, brand new from Mopar, and 950 foot-pounds of torque. What a monster. That is the first time a major OE has ever sold a crate motor that's 1,000 horsepower. Now, I believe that it's much more than 1,000 horsepower, but we'll just go with that. This is a really cool design cue here. Right there on this pulley, you zoom in there, it says Hellraiser. And if you guys are familiar with looking at the Hellcat motors, which a lot of you are out there, look how big this balancer is from ATI. Unbelievable. This motor is just going to be a monster. Now, one of the things that held these motors up was the wiring harness and the plug and play kits. They finally got them done. So here we go. What Mopar's hope is for this motor, and it kind of would be mine too, is that these are used in either race applications or in pre-76 non-emission cars. That way they're going to work everywhere. Now, you know, everybody that knows out there, that you see we do it and other people have done it, I'm sure you can figure out how to put this in a Gladiator or a Trackhawk or a Red Eye, if you will. But as the motor stands now, you're going to get this kit here. It's going to have your ECU, it's going to have your wiring harness, it's going to have all your stuff in here that you need to plug and play this. This is super, super special. So you've got an encrypted computer here for HELLEPHANT. Which means once you get this in whatever platform you're putting it in, I personally think I would love to see this in a real Superbird. Think about it. So the guys in NASCAR now, I'm going to get on my soapbox just for a minute, run under 200 miles an hour. You had Richard Petty back in 1969 and 70 running over 200 miles an hour. So what better than taking an old Superbird platform, something like that, a B-body platform, big car, put 1,000 horsepower in, some big brakes and go. So here's your plug and play kit. Your wiring harness is in here and all the little doodads you need to make this run, your oxygen sensors, on and on and on, and instructions. So you don't have to shoot from the hip to try to make this work. Mopar's figured it out for you. Now, I'm not sure what's in this box right here, but it weighs 30 pounds. But this is in the crate when you open it. Oh, I hate messing up a box, but try to be careful. Well, that's kind of what we guessed it was. It's your flywheel. So here's the flywheel for the HELLEPHANT motor. It also comes with the motor. Let's look at a couple more of these parts. I'm super, super interested in seeing this. Now, what are we going to do with these two motors? I also believe, and I cannot say this with certainty, but I'm pretty certain, these are going to be incredibly limited production. I mean, more limited than anything that you guys have read. This may be your only opportunity to buy one. Like I said, we have two of them. We already did the Hellwagon, and Richard already did the Scout with the Hellcat. Even though that's a different motor, the HELLEPHANT is a totally different motor. Richard's on vacation right now, so he told me, go ahead and sell my motor. And we don't actually have a platform that I can use it in. And I happen to know that there's a ton of guys out there that have been working on platforms, waiting on a HELLEPHANT since 2018 and have not been able to get a motor. So this first motor right here We'll have a link in this video on this Friday's Coffee Walk on eBay. We're going to start the reserve at what the motor cost, and the auction will be no reserve, and the highest bidder gets it. Now, if there's somebody out there that just absolutely has to have one immediately and can't wait a week to bid on this, there'll be a phone number and an email in this video that you can contact us. We have one other one, and if it's still available, that link will stay up. So if you're watching this on Friday, you've got a platform built that you really, really need this motor, you can contact us and we'll see if we can work out a deal on it. Also, if you're the high bidder on the motor on eBay, if you want to come and tour and pick it up here at Collins Brothers Jeep, I'd love for you to come to see our shop. I'll get you some swag, talk to you myself if I can, we'll load up your motor. Or if you prefer to pick it up at Gas Monkey Garage, I talked to Richard today, even though he's on a sabbatical / vacation, a big one at that. He said he would come back to the shop and give you a tour. Here's another thing that I've been waiting for a long time is your plug and play harness. Now, so if you thought you could make this thing run without this, everything's possible. I'm telling you, it's a ballistic amount of work. You might as well have the right stuff. So boom, there you have it. If you got a killer platform, i.e. a 71 CUDA, 71 Challenger, Superbird, Super B, something like that, this is everything you need to put the motor in there and get it fired. So there you have it, the HELLEPHANT, and we got 2 of them. Again, I don't care what you've read, these are going to be incredibly limited production.
Go when you're ready.
So all this stuff was in that one box, just your plug and play kit to make the HELLEPHANT run. Pretty neat. It's the first time I've seen it. Hopefully it's the first time you've seen it. In comes the gas pedal. Now I want to show you our 1D Autumn Gold CJ7. Like I said, couldn't wait to get the stripe kit out because I thought it'd really bring the color out. It's just absolutely fantastic. Do a quick walk around. This Jeep's really coming along well. We're probably a week or 2 away from completing this. The seats are at the trim shop because we're doing them exactly OE like it left the factory. And again, this is the one that's got the LS motor in it. That not be insane to put a HELLEPHANT in a CJ, but I think it'd be a little much. And then yesterday we did a cut-in. That's one of my favorite things to show you guys in the paint booth. Now, it's on a 1J red metallic, 1J vintage red metallic scrambler. Come on back. Now we're going to bleed in some of the B-roll we had to shoot yesterday because our paint booth isn't big enough to do all at the same time. All right, today we have a 1981 scrambler, one owner from new, local Jeep, color code 1J, which is vintage red metallic. Lisa's told me that. It is correct. It is actually 1J vintage red metallic. It is a rare color. Come on in and see some of our cut-in pieces. Now this Jeep right here, we only doing exterior cosmetic restoration on. So we did pull the hood, the grill, the fenders off and do the engine bay because the customer just wanted the outside. Nice, straight, neat Jeep. Let's check out this color. I don't know what the production numbers are on the 1J vintage red metallic, but it's low. We rarely see this color on the scrambler. So obviously we've got the roll bar, windshield frame, cowl vent, pull the dash out. This is a lot of work, and I said in the past to pull these dashes out. You're adding about 16 hours of labor to do that, but boy, it sure is nice when you're sitting in your Jeep and the one thing that you're focused on is your dash. Thin plate, roll bar bolts, and then the striker plate covers for the doors. I wanted you guys to see that in primer, and I want you to see these cut-in parts because we're going to paint the Jeep tomorrow. We can come back in and we're going to put the 2 videos together and show it to you. Here's the roll bar. And the thing that's really neat about this is, you've heard me say this, we've had over 1,000 scramblers in our shop. We're honored to have this one here. It's a one-owner scrambler, Texas truck, no rust, in a very, very red color, 1J vintage red metallic. Check it out. It is a really deep, rich, dark red, and if you look at it and just really get into it, you can see the metallic. What a beautiful Jeep. So we're only doing a complete cosmetic exterior restoration on this Jeep and a mechanical service because it didn't need a full restoration. We did not take the clip off. There's the doors, there's the body. So we got a beautiful CJ7 coming along, killer one-owner scrambler, and 2 HELLEPHANTs. Please like, tag, share, and follow. Thanks for watching, and have a great weekend.